Hey, it's your boy Jay Storm here, and I just want to simply say thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video for today, and God bless you. If you really want to basically be a blessing to us, like be a blessing to my channel, subscribe. Don't subscribe, like, and comment. And also, don't forget to follow our network pages on our social media pages. That's where all our news and everything is posted. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. So I literally looked up the definition of level up today. And the definition that, well, I was looking for really didn't pop up like at first glance. But the definition that I found was to advance or improve oneself, someone else, or something. As if you're in a video game or you're playing cards, you always want to level up in a certain way or form. So this is not just something that I just coherently came up with per se. This is just something. I promise y'all this lemonade. But this is something that literally is not just for per se the younger generation, but this is for everybody. Because if we do realize as humans and as people, we do have a lot to learn. Even if we're older, even if we're younger, no matter what age we always got a lot to learn. So the definition of level up to me means means growing as a person, as a self, growing in self as I'm growing outside of myself. I'm growing within to show people how to grow outside of myself. And so today's topic, um, I just simply want to ask a question. Are you okay? Nobody, like, no, like for real, like for real, are you okay? Because many people love to go through the days and cycles of things, but never love to ask those questions. Are you okay? And throughout life and throughout things that go on in your life, you're always running. And I'm talking to myself here. I'm always running, but I'm never slowing myself down to literally deal with what I got going on. Because I feel like that if I can pass through it and just keep going without thinking about it, I'll be okay. But it really doesn't work that way. So, my topic today is called Are You Okay? Not for the simple reason of just because. It's called that because you got to ask those hard questions. Many people will never know what's going on in your life, but to the people that you call your safe space, to the people that you call that place that you can go to no matter what, you always gotta ask they always gotta ask, you gotta always ask yourself those hard questions like, am I actually okay? Or am I just saying I'm okay because simple fact is I'm dealing with it. And many people love to just deal with it, but they never love to abolish it. They never love to take it away. They never love to destroy it because the simple fact is, it's like I'm just fighting it and basically I'm just living with it as much as I can. I'm going with it day by day, hour by hour. But no matter how much you deal with, no matter how much you are living with it, the more you live with it, the stronger it gets because simply it's not just overtaking your emotions, but it's overtaking you. So the question doesn't seem to be are you okay? But the question is, how can you be okay with the way that you're living? How can you be okay with the simple fact is my emotions are tied to my person? How can you be okay with the fact that that your emotions are tied into this little ball right here, this little ball, and making you feel a certain way when you can easily and automatically just deal with it before it becomes something that you can't even handle anymore. I remember there was a time, and this is my personal experience. I remember there was a time where I was dealing with a lot of grief. A lot has happened in my life to where I can say that I've been through some stuff. And I know many people has a lot of things that has happened in their life that where they can say they've been through some stuff, but they still here. But I went through a lot of grief at a time in my life, and let's just say it was harder for me to admit that I was not okay than it was for me to literally take it out on everybody else. I got in trouble a lot for it. A lot happened for the simple fact is that I was going through a lot, but I never wanted to admit the fact that I'm not okay about the fact that this happened. And my grief became not just grief, but it became a stigma of who I am. And it became something that stuck to me and that made me act like somebody I wasn't. See, when you don't detach yourself from something that's literally killing you, you become what is actually killing you. You become that hate, you become that anger, you become that thing. And nobody, and like I said, I didn't want to admit to the fact that I'm not okay. I didn't want to admit to it. But after a while, I said to myself, this is not right. This is not who I want to be. This is not the reputation or the way I want to look at myself. This is not what I want. How can I fix this? How can I make myself better, not just for myself, but for my future? My past might say one thing about me, but my present might show another, but I can guarantee you that my future is brighter than anything that anybody has ever seen. But how can I get to that place where I know I can say I'm okay without worrying about anybody per se trying to get in my way? And the greatest answer that I can give you is you can't. Everybody's gonna get in your way when you realize that you're not okay. Everybody's gonna get to that place where they're gonna say, I'm not okay, I need to fix this. But there are gonna be so many people that are gonna try to make you literally go back to who you used to be and what you were, to where it will literally feel like you're fighting a war. And I think somebody told me one time that when God puts you in the middle of a fight, that means He's not just only testing you, but that means He's granting you access to a blessing that's far greater than what you have ever seen. When you realize you are not okay, God puts you in a place to where literally you're about to access what you have never seen, your emotions that you have never seen. This feeling that you lost back then, you will get back. The love that you had for us for a certain thing or for a certain talent, you will get back. There is nothing else that can literally stop you when you find out that you're not okay and you fix it. There's nothing, and I don't mean this to like brag or boast or make anything seem crazy, but I was not okay. And I went through a lot of warfare and a lot of stuff to get to this place where I am now. Heck, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be full honest with you. There's some days where I don't feel okay, but I know I'm gonna be okay. It's never about how we say. It's never about the word. It's never about the fact that literally I know I'm not okay, but it's about the fact that literally I know I'm going to be okay. See, you have to learn how to be optimistic in your turmoil. If you can't be optimistic in your turmoil, then there's no reason to be in the turmoil in the first place. Because if you're just there just to be there, that means you will always stay there. But if you're there to literally get out of it, that means you got to have the most optimistic faith, hope, and everything inside of you just to get out. It's never, like I said, never about asking yourself, am I okay? It's basically about saying to yourself that it's going to be okay. How that make sense? How that make sense, Justice? How that make sense? Basically, because if I ask myself, am I really okay? Like, am I really like going through a lot? Am I really that messed up? Like, am I really going through that much? Yeah, I am. But at the same time, I know within my heart of hearts that it's gonna be okay. I know within myself that it's gonna be okay. I know within myself that I'm gonna be all right. Um, I know that literally that everything in life is pushing me down. I know everything in life is just tearing me apart. I know everything in life is just messing me up. And I know everything in life is just literally bringing me to a point of taking my life away. But if you can just put that knife down for a second, if you put that gun down for a second, if you put everything down, them pills down for a second, let me tell you something. The Bible says weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. That means that literally, if you keep going, your joy will not just be there, he will find you, or they will find you, per se. Your joy will find you wherever you're at, even if you're in the desolate low places, even if you're not where you're supposed to be, even if you're not in the space that you're in, your joy will find you. And no matter what you say or do, it will always look out for you. I can be a testament to that. I can be a fact to that. I'll be even a witness. Your joy will find you wherever you're at. And at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, and after you ask yourself, am I really okay? You can literally say within yourself, yeah, I'm not okay. But I know everything's going to be all right. One more thing, and I got to go. It's okay not to be okay. That's plain and simple, but it's okay not to be okay. Many people go through things in life that we can't explain out loud. We can't explain them publicly or privately, but yet it's okay. Many people go through things to where they say that their feelings are not valid. They feel like that is if I'm a casted shadow behind somebody's back, and if I do one wrong move, everything is. But it's okay not to be okay, because you're gonna get to that place. You're gonna get to that place where, like I said, joy will find you. To where literally, if something is not okay around you, joy will cover you as a shield and literally warm and put you in a warm embrace and literally say, it's gonna be okay. So it's okay not to be okay, but you gotta get up. It's okay not to it's okay you feel the way you do. And I understand that you feel the way that you do. But you got to get to the place where literally joy can be your standard. Leveling up in life is not just about basically your mental struggles, your mental pain, mental maturity, none of that. It's not about that. Leveling up in life is basically about learning not just about yourself, but admitting to yourself what you need to work on. Admitting to yourself that there's things that are actually wrong with me. And I want to figure out how to fix them for myself. This series has literally, to be honest with you, I've wrote down so many notes about this series. But anytime I write down notes, I swear, God just says, go this way. I never can, I'm going to be honest with you, I never can say what I actually have written down in my notes. Because he will always tell me to go a different route than what I am going. It's been a pleasure and an honor, but I just want to tell a couple of folks it's going to be all right. And I know they're going to look at this video and be like, I know they're going to look at this video and be like, what are you talking to me for? Because I am. It's going to be all right. It's okay not to be okay right now. It's okay not to feel the way that you used to. It's okay not to be who you used to. But honey, there's a brighter future ahead of you. And if you keep going, and if you keep pressing, joy will find you wherever you are. and it will cover you no matter what you do. Because I serve a God that won't fail. Hey, it's your boy Jay Stone here, and thank you for rocking out with me. I appreciate it very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.